J.J. Johnson drove Coach Madden around on this bus for the last 6 years of Coach's broadcasting career. J.J., you know Coach Madden as well as about anyone or knew him other than maybe his family, and he loved Thanksgiving. So what did this particular holiday mean to him? But as you mentioned, it is a new-look defense that the fans will get to see tonight in terms of scheme. Now, it'll still have their favorite players like Jair Alexander and Rashawn Gary leading the way, but some new faces.
I got it. Ashwaubenon Youth Baseball is a chance for players to learn communication and ball at a more affordable rate. But the village is looking to allow non-Ashwaubenon residents to play, which could change the cost. Not the first time Detroit's turned the ball over to Green Bay, and I bet it won't be the last. Green Bay takes over, and it's up next.
And he told the media he's still high on the offense despite some issues today. He said it's been tough on the offensive line, but they're getting healthier with Zach Tom scheduled to return to 11 on 11s next week. Here's LaFleur talking about some of Jordan Love's unscheduled throws tonight, including that long bomb to Christian Watson that you showed earlier.
As fans are heading out from the cold here and outside Ford Field into the warm confines of the stadium, but it's been a rowdy atmosphere as well, as there's been some hostility, some trash talking between these fan bases. 6 years ago, Cordell Tinch was competing right here for the Bayport Pirates. Now he's a race away from representing Team USA at the Paris Olympic Games. Nina, it is football weather indeed. I've got my Adam Schefter fit on here with the hoodie under the jacket here. But check out this crowd as we've got folks still filing in, all sorts of colorful ponchos on top of these football jerseys, hats. But people have been braving the elements, going inside of Lambeau Field to take shelter.
We've also got a true Olympian in the field this year. I had a chance to talk to her earlier today. She's not a pro runner, but she did represent the United States at the highest level of her sport. For many aspiring young athletes, the ultimate goal is to one day represent Team USA. I'm your De Pere neighborhood reporter Karl Winter, introducing you to two local figure skaters who have reached the top after more than a decade of skating together.
Representing the United States of America.
Skating on international ice is the most incredible opportunity, and it's so exciting, especially doing it with teammates and best friends. It's like no other feeling.
From northeast Wisconsin, across the pond.
What should we do now?
Michaela and Micaiah have grown from their first time skating together to competing at the pinnacle of synchronized team skating.
Seeing our older junior team when I was on the younger teams was really cool, and I just never expected the day that we would be doing that.
Their team, the Fond du Lac Blades, finished 6th as they represented the USA in Scotland.
And we all come together, 16 individuals on the ice, working together to convey a story, a message, and it's really, really fun when it all comes together.
The two friends have spent countless hours in the car on the way.
You go first. Yeah.
And believe that bond is key to taking leaps of faith on the ice.
We put a lot of trust in each other.
We built a lot of trust with each other with our skating and in our friendships.
Being able to practice on our own and practice the skills that we need to for synchro.
The next step is nationals this week, where hours of training culminate in 7 minutes of performance.
We're really just trying to have two clean skates that we're proud of as individuals and as a team, and we're just going to see what happens, go from there, put our best foot forward.
Michaela and Micaiah traveled to Las Vegas on Monday to compete at the U.S. Synchronized Skating Championship, which will be streamed live on Peacock starting Wednesday. In De Pere, Karl Winter, NBC 26. College coaches get a ton of emails daily from high schoolers trying to play at the next level. So what makes certain recruits stand out, and do recruiting websites work? I'm your De Pere neighborhood reporter Karl Winter, talking with athletes and coaches about why recruiting is not an exact science.
It kind of just gets you scared, wondering, well, maybe I'm not going to, maybe the sport isn't for me.
Former West De Pere three-sport standout Andrew Baumgart was intimidated by other athletes on social media.
You're seeing all these other guys getting offers and offers and offers, and you're like, oh, why am I not? Am I not doing the right thing?
So he changed up his social profiles.
My speed for my size, so my 40 time, putting up there on that was definitely something I think helped a lot.
Former Nina basketball star Brady Corso says he also marketed himself everywhere, from social to highlight tapes and emails to coaches. But he didn't pay the $1,000 or more for a premium profile on a recruiting site.
I just used the free one, but I use most of my highlights and videos and stuff I would post on Twitter and stuff.
Baumgart tried the paid version of the same website and wasn't impressed.
Once I got through the journey, it was like, I don't need any help. I can kind of guide myself through it, and I feel it's something that a lot of people don't need. Even though it might seem like the right thing, I don't think it's a good fit.
We reached out to a recruiting site to ask about pricing and success, but didn't hear back in time by deadline. St. Norbert College men's basketball head coach Gary Gresh says he sees emails from recruiting sites, but would rather hear from the athlete.
Through a third party, it might just be a mass email that gets sent out to a number of different coaches. So certainly the personal one directly is a little more important to me.
And he says better than video, even a full game, is seeing it in person.
To see that amount of kids in one space in a gym going live is still better than getting a highlight film emailed to us.
Gresh says he also scans social media for red flags, something he taught his daughter, Gracie.
Anything you post, like, it's out there for the world, so that's always something that I've talked to my parents about.
Gracie will play basketball for the Badgers this fall. She says she focused on balance during her recruiting process.
It definitely can be overwhelming and stressful, especially during the school year with school and sports and everything. But it definitely is exciting, like knowing you're wanted by schools and getting the mail, getting the calls, getting the texts.
Despite their concerns, Corso and Baumgart will also play in college this fall. Corso at St. Leo University in Florida and Baumgart at Lindenwood University.
Stick with it and kind of continue and just wait and be patient.
Less than 8% of high school football players and about 4% of high school basketball players go on to play in the NCAA. So even with the best online presence, the odds are stacked against the student athletes. In De Pere for Youth Sports Beyond the Score, I'm Karl Winter.
Switching gears to sports now, the Olympics are nearly coming to an end. I've got my red, white, and blue on today as Team USA was in action in basketball, soccer, track, and more. Sports Director Brandon Kinnard joins us now with that and a Packers update. Brandon.
We have live team coverage recapping tonight's game. In a few minutes, we'll join Sports Director Brandon Kinnard in Denver. But first, let's go to sports reporter John Miller with the highlights. John, I'm interested to see what you came up with here. Take it away.
You said there wasn't too many highlights, and you sure have that right. But there are plenty of highlights for the Broncos.
The two guys in the cage, Will Mark and Tim Marcille, they've got a little bit different styles, but both of these guys have been putting their teams on their back. What sets them apart?
Well, you hit it on the head. They're very, very different, and that really is what separates them.
How about that sponsor? New sponsor, Bad Boy Mowers. I don't know about you, but I love the sponsors on those bowl games.
It gives it a little bit of flair. The Cheez-It Bowl would have been cool too, or the famous Idaho Potato Bowl, but I do like Bad Boy Mowers. It's got some flair to it for sure.
All right, we're hearing head coach Matt LaFleur has now taken the podium in Denver. Let's take a listen in.
Kind of getting humbled the other day in practice.
We want to give a special shout out to our very own Karl Winter, who not only ran in Green Bay's first ever epic marathon, he also finished first. For those who don't know, Karl ran cross country and track at Syracuse University and Pepperdine University. So not only is he a neighborhood reporter, he is no doubt the fastest neighborhood reporter out there. Congrats again, Karl.